All right. Yeah, we're back at League. I don't really know. Well, how this will be. This is actually my first time playing on 2 consecutive days in some very large amount of time. But this is I guess the match I thought was happening yesterday, and now it's happening today, and I didn't really want to give up the space I had planned yesterday for Dominion to something else, so now it's happening. This board looks disgusting. I mean, there's scrounge for trashing, but that's bad. There's peasant. Looks like a plus card token is going to be very necessary. So that's exciting. Whether it goes on native village or advisor. I don't know what we're gonna start. Maybe we start scrounge peasant. It's not the most appealing thing ever, but I don't really want to put in a militia quite yet. Just because I don't feel like I really have the terminals for it. Coven looks pretty important. I think this board's slow enough that it does matter. And the curses are going to be painful. I think we're going to try to scrounge a lot early. So let's actually start with the peasant. I don't think stonemason for native village peasant is really what we want to be doing. Well, here's 5, which is really nice to see. This is actually going to be great because I'm going to get to buy the Coven, and then next turn I get to scrounge an estate away. Look at this. We'll continue to move along. At some point I'm going to have to pick up more peasant. Not sure exactly when that's going to happen. This feels like stonemason for 2 advisors. And this maybe scrounges out the last estate. I don't really love picking up the advisors on a board like this one, but somehow we'll try to make it work. I guess I could also pick up another Coven. I don't think that's actually better than scrounging the estate. Well, maybe it is. Yeah, let's grab another Coven. Maybe here just another one. I could also stonemason for 2 more advisors. There is a obvious problem with advisor on a peasant board, which is that you're going to potentially miss your lead traveler quite frequently. If I play these advisors, I'm going to miss the fugitive most likely, which is probably okay. I'll still pick up a stonemason. And we'll get a shuffle trigger with the Covens and the fugitive in it, which seems probably fine. Let's go ahead and scrounge this estate. Oh, this is ugly. Well, someday I'll get to the fugitive, probably. We get to continue trashing down, which is fine. This might be peasant native village. Maybe something like that. I mean, I'd really love to find the fugitive at some point, but It doesn't seem to be happening very effectively. Oh wow, you already had Disciple in hand. That's irritating. Well, this has gone really south due to my, stunning inability to grab my fugitive. I'm wondering if I shouldn't have taken it the one turn. That's going to Teacher, clearly. I could take another native village. I could take another peasant. I'm going to take another native village here. Someday we might find the fugitive. I doubt it. Just keep denying draw. I mean, at some point you will draw the Teacher, which is a problem. Curses are about to dump, and I don't have the draw yet, which is really bad. Or maybe we'll just pile Stonemason Advisor. That's also a possibility. Fugitive will just keep disappearing. I could pick these up and trash a little bit more. I could also keep setting aside. I'm tempted to keep setting aside because that's how I see myself getting to the fugitive. Yeah, do I trash a copper? I could also go scrounge 1 animal fare, or stonemason for 2 advisors. Stonemason for 2 advisors would basically be targeting trying to win next turn. Is what we'd be trying to do. On your end, I'm going to deny the animal fare, clearly. So I go stonemason for 2 advisors, animal fare out the stonemason. I mean, it gets close to the game ending, obviously. But I feel like it's also where most of my chances lie, to be honest. The thing is, you're drawing okay still, right? Huh. Maybe we take, animal fare scrounge. Scrounge a copper, animal fare the stonemason. That should give me, potential to win next turn. This probably should go to Soldier. A little bit more money is actually maybe not as helpful as the buy. Well, yeah, I think it's not as helpful as the buy. I mean, it is a lot of money, but if I get to play the animal fare, we should be fine. Okay, curses are dumped. Province. It's annoying. That may stop up any notion I have of. I'm just going to go into the curses. This might not be the greatest idea ever, but I'm going to try it. Do we just keep setting aside? Guess so. And this should have been a soldier now, pretty clearly. Province? How threatening do I think you are? Pretty threatening. Let's do it. And yeah, I can go to a soldier now. We are in the mode of goes. I guess the problem is still, like, you get the teacher down, you put a plus card token on advisor, and maybe I just lose immediately. The hope is still, let's win this turn. Although that's getting increasingly far-fetched, maybe? I'm gonna play the Fugitive finally. That's fun at least. I mean, the good news is this is actually mostly a clean shuffle. The bad news is I'm pretty sure I'm still just not there at all. That's the soldier. I don't really want to pick stuff up still. We'll play this. Do I want to set aside? Probably. We're definitely not picking up. So maybe we just, like, scrounge a curse and call it a day. I don't know whether to set aside again is the main thing here. There's like 2 advisors in there. This has got to be a good idea. Okay. I guess I could also take a duchy. I think scrounging a curse is probably better. Oh no. We could go either way on this. I don't know how good your next turn's gonna be. Oh, there was no advisor. There was only 1 advisor in there. Whoops. Well, that's an issue. Huh. Yeah, card token. This turn will draw extremely well, which is an issue. Let's see. If I play 2 covens and double the animal fare, what happens? I mean, I think that's going to be the move. It's just more a question of other things. I'll have, 12 and 3 buys. Well, we'll see. I mean, I don't think you can really take advisor here. I'm just kind of trying to hang on until I get a good shot at the native village. Alright, this is really hard math for me. I stonemason for 2 advisors. I stonemason for 2 advisors. That costs 6. No, it's nowhere close. So this is probably just province scrounge a curse. No teachers. They are not doing me any good at this point. The good news is you probably still can't draw. The bad news is I guess it's going to have to happen this turn. Which maybe it can. Like, we're loaded up at this point. We have 2 animal fairs. I think we should be able to win. You're not coming back points-wise enough to do anything that extreme. Play all of these first. Set aside. Pick up. Alright. I'm sure this gets there. Let's see. Stonemason Coven to double advisor. Stonemason play to both animal fairs, something like this. Play both animal fairs gets me to... I only need to play one of them, right? I can stonemason 1 animal fair. There. Stonemason for 2 stonemasons. Buy stonemason, don't overpay, we're good. Alright. I survived. That was a game about survival, I think, and I don't know. If there was one thing that I could attribute the good things to, it would have been setting native village stuff. That's what I'm trying to say. We actually do have draw here in Swamp's Gift. I think that's probably what we're going to do. This board sucks also. You can't actually put, like, training on Wisp, which makes me wonder if you actually want to do more, like, Sage stuff. And I think the answer is yes. Like, you'd rather get a bunch of Sages and put training on them than have the Swamp's Gift, just because, like, even if you draw with the Wisps, it's not actually doing you a lot. So we're gonna go this way on things. It looks like there's agreement. Well, if you take Charlatan, probably not. Yeah, Band seems okay. I actually know if Band is better than just more Sage. I don't think so. I might just take more Sage. We could also consider a Silver. Or like a Charlatan, try to reach training that way. I'm gonna throw a Charlatan in. That way they can collide appropriately. Trash a little bit less. I mean, the hope with Charlatan is like to hit 6 on a hand like this and we can double Sage. I suppose you can also do it with Tide Pools. Just gonna keep buying Sages. Like at some point I should hit my numbers, I think. Maybe not. That sure looks like never hitting 6 to me. 2 Sages. Yeah. Just grab another one. It would be really nice if these things were to stop colliding with each other. Just gonna say. Like this is really gonna mess me up. Maybe I take like a Silver. I don't know. Maybe that would be good. Trash out, take Silver. I don't know how many 8s want to be Enclave. I don't know, I want to go through this stuff. I guess we're going to do it. Trash copper, buy silver is the move I'm thinking. Okay, hopefully this reaches 6. That is, we find the Charlatan rather than the Priest, and we don't find both. I mean, actually, we can find both. Hopefully we don't find... No, I think I'm actually guaranteed to hit 6 this turn, which is good. I don't know whether to keep going or not. I mean, there's sages in there. Hopefully these minus points do something helpful. I don't know. Like, on 8, are we enclaving? Are we provincing? Are we... Apparently we're enclaving. Well, I'm just gonna match those. Whether I should be leaving stuff on top or not. I think Charlatan is more valuable to play. Although... maybe not. Like, I'm pretty confident that I can province most turns. So, I'm happy to just match the enclaves. I think. And, like, give some minus points in the meantime. I don't think there's anything that's, like, set to pile. Well, maybe we just go for provinces. Let's just take the last enclave, right? We don't want to go castles. Just take the last enclave. And I feel there's a chance that like something random happens and you get a +5, but I'm feeling pretty okay. Just dealing the curses. This might miss province. No, it doesn't. Alright, that's good. We also need to like watch the curse pile a little bit. And I guess the points. But right now things seem good. Okay, I mean, I don't think there's much you can go after unless you found your pouch. Yeah, I'll just take what's here. Don't want to be drawing 2 provinces. Okay, that was pretty stupid. I mean, I think, well, the difference was the Charlatan, wasn't it? So, I guess good on me for doing that. 3 potion cards, wow. And I mean, they all look pretty decent. I mean, maybe not decent, but like, things that you want to have. Like, I don't think you're going to get it done without them very well. You'd have to be running like Storyteller Bridge. Maybe you can do that. I think I'm still going to open potion. In a perfect world, we might be able to tax the potion this turn. That would be ideal. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. So on that side, anticipating that, you probably open something like double silver. Just nope. Okay. Do I want Night Watchman? Maybe. Like, what are we gonna throw in after the Night Watchman? We could also just take a Vagrant. The idea with well, yeah, we can avoid a pretty iffy shuffle this way. We'll get like another university, I suppose. This can be Storyteller. Just cycle through. It'll be a little bit of useless cycling. Just on the, I guess, perspective of like, I don't know. If you're paying attention, you could tax university. That'd be pretty irritating. I mean, we'd buy through it. Okay, no, it's Alch. The Storyteller is going to do a lot of pointless cycle. I'm just going to say, right out. I don't know what treasuries kind of do. Yeah, I mean, look at this. We're discarding everything, of course. I mean, that's like all my good cards. Okay, yeah. That was unfair. I'm gonna admit. That was unfair. This is not a great 3/4. Mostly because you'd theoretically like to have Priest. I don't know if we're not going to just do the discarding anyways. Probably not. Like, we could go Importer. I mean, I want to have the Priest in there with, like... Maybe we do a Forest Dwellers and then take maybe, like, Shantytown or Cargo Ship. Probably Cargo Ship. I don't know. Importer's a little bit intimidating just because it can, like, pick up, you know, whatever. I guess the other consideration, no, we gotta do this. And then we're gonna put one of these two in there. Probably the Importer. I mean, I'd love to see it next turn, which is why we do the Forest Dwellers now, as opposed to waiting. Yeah. Okay. It has been seen. I'm going to do this every turn until it fails. Probably just want to take Lost Cities with these. They are the draw, right? Yeah, they are the draw. So this will be Lost City plus Priest. Do I Forest Dwell? I mean, yeah, of course I do. That's bad stuff. Collision. Well, there's Toil. That's not exactly the most fruitful Toil, but somehow I'll try to live through it. Oh god. Yeah. Like I keep going like, are we gonna do this? And the answer keeps being like, obviously, yes, we do it. Get another Lost City in before the shuffle. Maybe I don't want to do that. Maybe I want to like I'm thinking like maybe I want to put another Importer in, but I'm not seeing it. I mean, do I actually need to do this one? Yes. I need to do this one. Especially since we shuffled right there. I could grab Cauldron. I don't know how useful that is. This is a case where I'm also just looking at picking up more lost cities. Could like Messenger Minstrel if we think we need buy. I'd rather like pick it up off Cauldron though. It'll just give you lots of cards. I mean, I think my turns are not looking where I really need to be adding the plus buy quite yet. And as I say, I'd kind of rather pick it up off Importer anyways. It might be actually really bad to not have extra importers. Like, I'm not sure how the piles are going to end up working out for me. Right. Like, you could take 3 lost cities next turn. That's pretty scary. Yeah, I could go after 2 this turn. And just like call it a day. I mean, I'd be happy to have the lost city split. So my assumption is you're taking at least 2. Yeah. I guess the third one's going to buy a curse. Or third one is going to come with a curse. Is the thing that I'm actually trying to say. Alright. So yeah, I mean, I'm pretty clearly behind right now. I'm just going to point out. I think I'm taking Cauldron on this importer. What is this? Oh, Faded Cauldron. Interesting. Okay, so this will be Cauldron, and then we're gonna like Messenger, I don't know what. I can like Messenger something. Maybe Priest. I don't know how much good a third one does you, especially this next turn. I could actually Toil. I could have actually cleared out an extra copper this turn, I think. That would have been a good idea. Let me go back to here. I'm going to avoid playing one of these coppers. Messenger, Priest. Toil that. Toil this. I could toil the Messenger, but it probably doesn't do anything. And then buy, I don't know, Importer. Buy Minstrel. Buy another Priest. Buying another Priest is actually pretty tempting. That's what we'll do. And yeah, you can go to the bottom. We're about to find out how much draw I actually don't have. Just gonna say. Because, like, I only have, 5 lost cities? Good news is I get to play everything. Yeah, I mean, we need to put the Cauldrons on the bottom. And here maybe we just take, like, Province Minstrel. I don't know. I mean, I could grab another Cauldron, but yeek. I'll just go Province Minstrel. We're about to find out if I actually don't have any. No, I do still have 3 priest targets. Reasonable priest targets, at least. Importers are scary. I wonder if I actually don't want to be bottom decking the Cauldrons. Like, if I'm never gonna reach them, so maybe I just like leave them in deck someplace. That seems so bad. I mean, I should reach 2 things. I don't know what exactly they'll be, but we have the messenger. We can just go over the shuffle. If I priest out, no, I can't priest the messenger. Have to discard. If I priest one of these Cauldrons, what happens? Do I actually want to give a curse, or I just want to, like, I don't know, take Province Minstrel again? I think I just want to take Province Minstrel again. I mean, if I priest one of the Cauldrons, okay. If I priest one of the Cauldrons, this priest is 6, that would make me hit 16 and 3 buys. I could messenger something. Like Minstrel, Province, still give a curse. Maybe I just take another Minstrel. Like, can you win in that case? I don't think so. I think it actually sets up pretty good for me this next turn. You can go on the bottom. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Like, I can take Duchy. And then how much money I produce is a little, I don't know, questionable. But like, I could bring down Importer. I mean, there's not going to be enough buys, are there? Messenger, Importer, still have to buy Importer, Importer, Minstrel. I mean, there's enough buys for that. I don't know if I'm going to reach it. It's also quite a lot of money, actually. Like, more than I've been producing in a turn. 14? Well, maybe. But I think it still falls into the category of, like, everything has to go perfectly for that to happen, seeing as I have to play, like, all 3 priests, probably. Well, if you didn't reach Province, no, okay. You definitely reached Province. And I take a maximum of 3 curses, so everything is fine. I guess you actually put the Cauldrons on top. Interesting. I think this has to be Province. The other thing I could potentially do is, like, take a Minstrel with the Importer and go for a tie. Or go for the win on, like, Minstrel, or go for the win with buy Duchy. No, that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, let's gain a Duchy. Let's be rational here. Okay. Cauldron's on the bottom. So we get to play one more of these. This looks like a win. I'm gonna assume it is. Messenger, the importers, importer, minstrel. Yeah, okay. Whew. I don't know. I feel like the importers that you had maybe weren't the best. That's not really true. They're probably fine. Let's see. We have a 4/4 opening, whatever that means. The second one, top decks. Remake looks pretty bad because of shelters. So I guess we're probably going to favor, like, Shrine. I guess we go, like, silver this turn, then top deck Shrine next turn. That sounds reasonable. I'd sure like to have done, that and top decked an Old Witch. That would have been a good thing to have happen, so, this game's looking a little iffy, I'm gonna say. Yeah. Oof. Well, actually, no, this is fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to seal one of these. We're going to top deck an Old Witch. No, this doesn't work out, does it? Oh, man. Do I top deck the Old? I don't think I even top deck the Old Witch. I think I just buy it. And we're going to trash next turn. And hope not to get completely overwhelmed by curses in the short term. I'm not thinking that this is going well. We'll keep pretending. Ooh, I got to trash a curse. That's actually pretty unusual. I'm gonna admit. That's like something that never happens to me in Old Witch games. Do I want a silver? I don't think so. I mean, I'm gonna have to gain more of them for the shrine, right? So maybe I take like a Cellar here. This has to top deck a city, which is also kind of bad. I'm gonna say. Just because I need to collide these two, I needed to collide it with the Witch plus Shrine. Not that I'm exactly pleased about bottom decking these things, but that's how it is. We'll keep a curse around, I think, over copper, just under the theory that maybe it gets trashed for me. I haven't played a witch in a while. Yeah. I'm expecting an undo. You want to gain Horn with that Horn so you can trash those two cards. I'm assuming. Well, remake. Alright. Do I want a remake? Probably. Oh, sweet. Do I want to discard Necropolis? Probably. Would I buy a copper? I'm gonna say this game is looking like a problem. The good news is you know, won enough games to maybe turn the season around. I'm not going to say, like, it turns the season around, but it, like, would I buy a copper to trash these two? I mean, I should, right? No, I just gotta sit on it. Like, we're going to be able to gain treasures this turn. Whew. Getting pretty overwhelmed here. Yeah. I'm gonna have to seal something this turn. Feels like. Cellar. I didn't manage to seal anything. Maybe we just put a city in. Like, at some point soon they will draw, right? I want to say. Awesome. Yay. This is not good. Like, I'm not sure how I actually get through this shuffle effectively. Like, I have two cities and an Old Witch, and I don't actually have an Old Witch. It's sitting right here, isn't it? But I'm not seeing how it's happening. The big hope this shuffle is basically just to get through it and maybe trash some cards. Like, that should not be a city, that should be another horn. Maybe I just take another horn and trash the curse individually. I don't really want anything that's here. Just stop. So basically we want to draw the other city. I don't think this is winnable. Right. Yeah, that was going to be a hard opening to overcome, and I didn't, so what do you know? Oh gosh. I do not like this 5. What am I going to do with it? Maybe we buy Treasury? I feel like I've gotten a whole lot of goat in the 5 lately. I guess the other thing I could do is, like, open Mountain Village, or open, like, Scavenger would be one of the options. And then the other option is Treasury. The idea with Treasury is that it'll really help get the effective Souks in. The idea with Mountain Village is that, like, maybe you get to play an Overlord twice, which is decent. I'm gonna do it this way. I don't really want to take the Overlord just because, like, you don't want to fade at the Mountain Village, you just kind of want it in a random spot, right? Oh no, because you get to play, okay. You get to play Pixie and then pick up whatever. I'm just going to take more Pixie. I mean, we don't really want Overlords because you don't. Because they prevent you from buying Souk. And you don't really want to be prevented from buying Souk. Like, Souk's a great card, right? But maybe, like, this gets to pay it off effectively. Like, if you play that Overlord or you play Souk with that Overlord. Oh, villain. Gross. That villain is obnoxious. I mean, I thought if you hadn't played the villain, I would have gotten to trash this estate, and instead we're looking at Not trashing the estate. I kind of just want it in a random spot that I'll actually see it. Getting hit by villain here would be real bad. Okay. Fortunately, that does not happen. I'm going to say this game's going poorly again. Yeah. And yeah, we want that. And no, we don't want that. Well, this is a little bit better. The problem is that these are like my first 3 cards trashed, but I'm ignoring that. I'll get to pick up Souk. Oh, gross. Okay, if I pick up Souk here, maybe I discard the Treasury? Because, like, then I get to pick up Souk, play it, trash more. That checks out. Villain's obnoxious. I mean, it's good, it's just being really, really obnoxious to this deck that I'm trying to have happen. Keep trashing. God. I feel like I just kind of want it in a random spot again. If I get villained... No, okay, that's good. I don't like getting villained. Actually, the Mountain Village should have gone on top. I didn't realize how few cards I had. This turn I need, like, Mountain Village Souk to stay at all competitive in this game, and I'm not sure that's going to happen, just given everything. I think I trashed this because then I can pick up the other Souk. This happens twice, so we're going to skip the first one just to not confuse myself. I could grab an Overlord. I don't think so, though. I mean, I don't think so. I mean, it could represent quite a lot of money. Right. Like, it can play Souk and then another Souk, for example. So I'm not really sure how easily it pays off. I mean, I just don't think I have the... I just don't think I have the ability. Do one. Maybe both. Maybe both? Maybe both. Villain would discard Goat. Actually, villains would be really obnoxious again. But I think I'm just getting beat up by Souk stuff. Like, I can't produce as much coin, and I can't produce really as much anything, because, I mean, maybe I should trash Copper and take in Mountain Village Pixie, I don't know. I mean, I would have had problems with the villain no matter what, because, like, I do that, and probably, no, I mean, we wouldn't necessarily have the same shuffle, right? Okay. I guess we're taking Souk plus Mountain Village. Again, because what else is there to do? put all 3 on top. Sure. The good news is that there's like not actually draw, so you're a little bit limited on like actual deck output, which means I'm not actually like as far behind as I might be. The bad news is I just like randomly trashed my goat and can't trash out more copper after you take these 2 Souks, which is kind of a bad spot. Like there's the the good news is that there's like some actual limit on what you can do in a turn. The bad news is that like I'm already feeling like I'm dead. I mean, we could add an Overlord for like, I don't know. I also feel like you can kind of lower to a point of certain death for me next turn unless I green. Which is unpleasant, of course. I could add Temple. I'd be more tempted to just add an Overlord at that point. Okay. This is 20. So I mean, I think I do have to green, which is bad. We could go like 2 provinces and a storeroom, or 2 provinces and an overlord. The overlord would probably be played as storeroom, like non-terminal. Do I actually need 2 provinces, or could I go like treasury overlord here? You had what? You had like 24 last turn, or 22? I'm gonna say I can go treasury overlord. I mean, the thing is, like, you triple, or even you double, I double back. Let's try it this way. My assumption is still that I'm like so losing, but we'll see. And I mean that is something that you would be looking for. Villain is actually going to interfere pretty badly with my life. I'm just gonna say. It's been the case this entire game that Villain interferes badly with my life, and it will continue to be the case. Oh yeah, you did take the Siege Gift. The Siege Gift is possibly going to make it so that you can win this turn. That was not something that was in my accounting. Just gonna say this is 5 Souks. Well, I guess it won't get there because like you don't have enough buy, but right. So my greening last turn actually did something. The main problem is I can't even like really double. My assumption, I mean, part of the built-in assumption was maybe you wouldn't be able to triple, so oh yeah. I mean, the good news is I'm not doubling. I guess we'll just take 1 and like hope for the best. I don't have any villages in here, which is interesting. Like, I mean, you could theoretically not draw. You could draw like 3 provinces and 2 Souks. Like that would do it. Right? That's not 3 provinces and 2 souks, by the way. I'm just gonna point it out. I mean, I don't know. I guess we can discard a Souk and then, like, we'll pick up... Yeah, we discard a Treasury. Okay, yeah. That did it. Yeah, I would have liked to have not opened on the bad 5-2. Okay, well. But, I don't know. I got the first 4, so that was maybe not exactly what I needed, but close enough that maybe I'll not, like, I actually have something to play for in the last match, and, yeah, so I didn't feel like either of the 2 losses were particularly winnable at all. And I'll see you all.